American Jews have rallied across the U.S. in support of Palestine. Organizers of the If Not Now movement plan to protest outside the White House on Monday. They're demanding that U.S. President Joe Biden uses his leverage to implement a ceasefire and every possible tool to, quote, force Israel to halt its genocide of Palestinians in Gaza. The movement was founded in 2014 to protest U.S. defense aid to Israel. Well, for more on this, let's bring in Mariah Kaplan, who's the managing director of If Not Now movement. She's joining us from New York. Thank you very much indeed for being with us. First of all, let me just ask you, what is the motivation behind your organization?
And the motivation behind our organization, as you said, we were founded in 2014 in a moment that had, distressingly similar, similarities to this moment. And what we were seeing then, and a lot of what we're seeing now, is the relentless beating the drums of war, saying that, Israel has a right to defend itself and nothing else, and that being used to murder thousands of Palestinians. And we felt it was really important that there was a Jewish voice saying, not in our name. We don't believe that this kind of aggression makes Jews safer. It doesn't make Israelis safer. And it's important for American Jews to be able to say, we do not want this type of violence to be happening in our name, and we want to urge our government to use every tool at its disposal to save lives in this situation.
So you're planning a protest outside the White House. It's been, 9 years since you started the organization. Why do you think that the White House, at least the administration that is in the White House at the moment, is going to listen to you any more than perhaps previous ones have?
Joe Biden has a long career of resolving armed conflict. He also has a long career on this issue in particular. I think he wants to lead on this issue. He touts his close relationship with Netanyahu, but from South Africa to Ireland, President Biden has been able to resolve armed conflict. I think this could be an important part of his legacy rather than a legacy of, arming a genocide. And we believe that, it's important for them to see that there are thousands and thousands of people, of American Jews, who are saying, we will not let our grief or the death of our loved ones be used to justify more war.
Just before we talk to you, you may have heard that we were doing a story about a 6-year-old boy in Chicago who's been stabbed, and his mother has been badly injured within what is being described as a hate crime. How concerned are you about the rise or a rise in hate crime between Jews and Muslims, between possible attacks on synagogues, possible attacks on mosques in the United States as a result of this?
As I think we're seeing, as these extremist positions are echoed, obviously it leads to more violence. It doesn't lead to less violence. It's obviously incredibly dangerous, for Palestinian Americans. I think it's dangerous for American Jews and for Israelis. I think the only way to end this is to implement a ceasefire, get a just solution, a lasting peace to this conflict, not more cycles of war. We're hearing Israelis on the ground who have survived these massacres, who have lost dozens of loved ones, are saying these soldiers are a Band-Aid. Military campaigns are a Band-Aid. This is just more of the same. This isn't going to bring safety for anyone. And what we need is for our government to use its leverage, not to send weapons to the Israeli government, which has openly voiced its genocidal intentions, but to really bring an end to this. That is the only thing that is going to make all of us more safe. We cannot bomb our way to a lasting peace.
As I mentioned before, you were formed in 2014, and in that time, have you seen any change in the level of interest, the level of engagement, if you like, by people who were wanting to join organizations like yours?
I mean, what we're seeing in this moment is an outpouring of energy and support, and people looking for some place to direct their energy, unlike what we've ever seen, even in 2014. I think there are a lot of people who are looking for guidance in this moment, who are looking for somewhere that they can grieve for both Israelis and Palestinians. And I think, hopefully our leaders will listen to us and see that energy and see that shift. Obviously, in recent years, there's been growing acceptance of the term apartheid, of understanding the systemic roots of the issue. I think that is a good thing. We can't find a solution if we don't get the problem. I think there's more awareness coming around that. And I think in this moment in particular is an opportunity to really harness the energy of people who are saying we do not want more violence to be happening in our name. We do not want more violence to be happening with our tax dollars. We do not believe that this is the role that we should be playing, that that our community should be endorsing, that our leaders should be pushing for, and that again, we just need our government to act to save lives right now, because they can. If they choose to, they can save lives.
Thank you very much indeed for being with us on Al Jazeera, Mariah Kaplan. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.